What if I told you that everything you've been chasing, success, happiness, peace, might not come from having more but from having less? In a world obsessed with consumption, minimalism is a quiet rebellion. And for those brave enough to try it, it changes everything. Not just your closet, not just your home, but your mind, your relationships, and your life. This is not about deprivation, this is about liberation. Welcome to the life-changing benefits of minimalism. Why less is truly more. We live in a world that constantly screams more. More clothes, more gadgets, more money, more followers. And yet, so many people feel overwhelmed, anxious, and unsatisfied. We spend our lives trying to fill a void with things that were never meant to complete us. But what if the secret to happiness isn't found in accumulation, but in elimination? Minimalism is not just about owning fewer things. It's a mindset, a lifestyle, a declaration that your time, your peace, and your purpose matter more than your possessions. And today we're going to dive deep into how minimalism can transform your life from chaos to clarity. Let's begin. Mental clarity. When you declutter your surroundings, you reduce decision fatigue. Every item in your home is a silent decision. Should I keep this? Should I use it? Should I move it? Multiply that by hundreds of items, and honestly, your brain is constantly overloaded. By embracing minimalism, you free your mind from this invisible mental tax. For example, imagine opening your closet and seeing only clothes you love and actually wear. No more standing in front of your wardrobe for 15 minutes wondering what to put on. That saved energy can now go toward creative thinking, problem solving, or just, enjoying your coffee in peace. Minimalism helps you be present. Instead of being mentally distracted by chaos around you, you're grounded in the moment. That's a rare and powerful gift in today's attention-scarce world. Financial freedom. Let's go deeper. The average American has over $6,000 in credit card debt. That's not just money, it's stress, it's delayed dreams, it's sleepless nights. Minimalism teaches financial mindfulness. You start asking yourself, do I really need this? Or am I just trying to fill an emotional gap? Is this purchase aligned with my long-term goals? So, you start replacing those short-term dopamine hits with something way more valuable, long-term financial security. Just imagine paying off your debt. Picture having an emergency fund ready for whatever life throws at you. Now imagine investing in experiences, like travel, learning new things, or making family memories, instead of just piling up stuff that loses its value the moment you buy it. Minimalism, it doesn't just save you money. It really helps you rethink your whole relationship with money. And honestly, it's not just about money, it's also about your time and your energy. Time is your most precious asset, yet we treat it as if it's infinite. Minimalism invites you to own your time. Say goodbye to overpacked calendars and hello to intentional living. You begin to ask, what activities are truly meaningful? What drains me versus what energizes me? Who deserves my time and who just consumes it? You may even discover that you don't need to be busy to be productive. Busyness is often a form of avoidance. Minimalism helps you focus on doing fewer things, but doing them better. You create space for self-care, reading, walks in nature, deep conversations, and rest, and you realize, that's where life actually happens. Relationships, they really matter. We live in an age where it's easy to connect, but honestly it's hard to truly connect. Minimalism shifts your relationships from surface level to soul level. You're no longer trying to impress people with stuff. Instead, you're inviting them into a life of meaning. You become more emotionally available because your mind isn't occupied with clutter and comparison. You can look someone in the eye and really listen. This lifestyle even changes how you raise your children. Kids growing up in minimalist homes tend to be more creative, more focused, and less entitled. They learn that joy doesn't come from getting more, it comes from appreciating what you already have. Minimalism teaches love without conditions and attention without distractions. Environmental impact, yeah, it's something we can't really ignore. Let's face it, overconsumption is destroying the planet. Landfills are overflowing, oceans are polluted with plastic, forests are disappearing to make room for more stuff. By living minimally, you consume consciously. You ask yourself, where did this product come from? And do I need this, or am I buying it out of habit? You begin to choose quality over quantity, reusable over disposable, and, sustainable over cheap and trendy. You support ethical brands, reduce waste, and become a steward, not just a consumer of the earth. Minimalism, well, it becomes a legacy. Something your children and the planet will thank you for. So emotional resilience, it's about building up your inner strength, It's the ability to bounce back from tough times and keep moving forward, even when things get rough. Minimalism is a great teacher of emotional intelligence. When you choose to live with less, you're confronted with your attachments. It's kind of eye-opening, honestly. You realize how often we use things as emotional crutches, to distract from loneliness, pain, or fear. But when you remove the distractions, you face the truth. It's not always easy, but it's definitely worth it. And in facing it, you grow. You develop inner strength. You start trusting yourself more than your possessions. You discover that happiness was never in the shopping bag. It was always in you. You learn to ride the waves of life with grace because your joy isn't fragile. It's not tied to what can be lost, broken, or stolen. Living with purpose. Minimalism is a compass that helps you find your North Star. Without the noise, you finally hear your inner voice. So, what do I really want? What kind of legacy do I want to leave, and what makes me feel alive? For some, that answer is starting a business. For others, it's moving closer to nature. And for many, it's simply having more time for family, faith, art, or service. Minimalism removes the shoulds imposed by society and replaces them with choice. You don't live to keep up, you live to wake up, every single day. Okay, so here's our second real-life story. This one's about Marcus from Texas. Marcus was a high-earning executive in Dallas. He had a fancy car, a 5-bedroom house, and a closet full of designer suits. But, honestly, inside he was just burned out. His relationships were pretty shallow, his stress was off the charts, and, worst of all, he couldn't even remember the last time he felt real joy. Then, one weekend, Marcus attended a minimalist retreat, and well, it changed everything. So, Marcus sold his luxury car, moved into a smaller home, donated about 80% of his wardrobe, and started volunteering at a local nonprofit. These days, Marcus earns less, but honestly he lives more. He's reconnected with his wife, he plays guitar again, and he sleeps peacefully. He says, "I lost things, but I found myself." If Marcus's story resonates with you, maybe it's time to take a closer look at what really matters in your own life. Consider what you might gain by letting go of what you don't truly need. Start your own journey toward a simpler, more meaningful life today. If this video stirred something in your heart, that's not an accident. That's your soul calling for simplicity. So here's what I want you to do. Like this video if you believe less is more. And subscribe if you're ready to live with intention. Share it with someone who needs peace more than possessions. And most importantly, comment below. What's the first thing you're going to let go of? Whether it's an old item, a toxic habit, or a limiting belief, name it, release it, reclaim your life. Because the truth is, you don't need everything. You just need the right things.